What up, though?
What's happening? What up, though? What's happening? What's up? I.O.W. Sports episode 81 in the building.
Right.
It's your boy Wildcard Mar. To the left, you know who that guy is.
Yes, I says me.
Detroit Mail, the man with the Grandmaster plan for the I.O.W. network. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. How you doing, big bro?
I heard my decompression.
Yeah, you better now.
I'm good now.
You better now. Like, sidebar is like before we go on there, like, of course, you know, as homies, we chop it up, see how everybody, doing, how life's going. And, we both work in, kitchens. So, we got to get the chef talk out the way real quick.
Right.
And the chef life is a life. Boy, it's a life.
You killing.
Tests your patience for sure.
Yes, it does.
Let's just say that. You can go from cool and calm to murder, kill, in a drop of a dime.
Turntables over.
Fuck this shit. Fuck this fool. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Right.
You're cool. And fuck you. And mouth this motherfucker. It be like that. I promise you. Nah, ain't no calm peace. I'm out this bitch. Yeah,
that's how it be sometimes.
Yeah, a colorful moment, man. Yeah, it definitely tests your patience. But anyway, let's get all the prelims out the way before we go into any more tangents and start cutting up, especially Mel. You know how he do. Y'all know how he do.
Here we go.
Y'all going over to the website www.ioftenwonder19.com. That is the website. You get all the information. The Patreon is on there if y'all want to donate, help fellas out, help us try to cover some of these expenses that it takes to run a mobile dynasty that we trying to build over here. We trying to be moguls over here in the media. You feel me? We trying to be
right.
Conglomerate.
Yeah, join the I.O.W. Patreon.
Yeah, join that too.
Because we trying to build something here.
Yeah, we is. And you can say you had a hand in it.
Right.
Yeah. So when the big pays off come, you say, I helped build that. Look at it that way. That's all I'm saying. Of course, you can go on over there and find the
what up, though, Mel?
Melvin Walls. What up? I had a great time. I was on the Man Down podcast on Tuesday.
I was gonna come on. I was waiting for him to say when. Oh, I looked out there. They got this nigga. I was gonna do it together. But it was a good show, though. It was a good show. It's a good show.
We'll talk to Mel. I think we should, because Mel got stuck with me and Jay, two Chiefs fans, and we happened to be talking about the AFC West. Ironically. But look, y'all go check out Melvin Wall and the Man Down podcast crew on their Facebook and YouTube page. Definitely hit them up on their YouTube page. Help the algorithm. Just like y'all should be helping us and going to the I.O.W. Sports YouTube page and subscribing, like, comment, and share and all that to help our algorithm. So definitely go shout out to Melvin Warren, the Man That Podcast for sure. Of course, on the website, you can go cop the merch. I'm rocking the I.O.W. bird today. Got the
J. Edwin collection.
Yeah, we got part of the J. Edwin collection. That
on your bike mush.
Yeah, on your bike mush. Mel get into these, British shows and starts picking up their slang.
Yeah, I mean, fuck on my face.
That's translation from Ebonics. Translation Ebonics from British to on your bike mush to Ebonics is fuck out my face.
Right.
That's what that means.
That's what that means.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. But like I said, definitely go cop some of the merch that's on the website.
Right.
Most importantly, go on over to your respective app stores. If you're an Apple, iOS user like Mel, go on over to the Apple store, download the I.O.W. Network app. If you're an Android Google user like myself, go on over to the Google Play Store, download the I.O.W. Network app. Available in all platforms, and definitely check it out. We got a lot of content on there, from various podcasts, to even, gang of music from independent and mainstream artists.
I just noticed something, man. This is the second time in a row. I didn't know what you was wearing. I was trying to match thing up, and we kind of match what's going on with that too. I guess all three of us, me, you, and Jeff, had on black and matched the black and white. It's working like that.
It be like that, bro.
It be like that, bro.
Hey,
I might need to start smoking weed too. Shoot. That's what we do, nigga.
It
make me like connect.
Yeah,
those cerebrally.
Yeah,
like, telekiniggas. Telekinegro.
Telekinegro. Yeah, that's what we got working. We got that telekinegro going on. But anyway, I see we about to cut up. I can feel it. But anyway, let's get down to business. What we all came here to do. We came here to talk some sports.
Right.
So the NFL preseason week 3 is wrapping up this weekend. No games tonight. I think you got like 5 games Friday, a boatload, like 7 games on Saturday, and probably like 6 or 7 on Sunday. So you do got a jam-packed weekend of preseason football. And honestly, I'm gonna try to watch as much as possible. I'll be in Charlotte this weekend because my youngest has her little birthday party. We have a little birthday party with her. Let her spend time with family. But I'm gonna try to sneak as much preseason football in because, believe it or not, it's going to be some compelling stuff. Because you got a lot of these players that are on the brink of trying to make the team and either getting cut or thrown on practice squad. It means something to these cats. So there's going to be some close games. Hopefully, not everyone's going to be a blowout, but we'll get more into the NFL preseason games in hour 2. But of course, to nobody's damn surprise, Trevor Lawrence was named QB1 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. No surprise. But I will say this. Now, I said a couple of shows ago, like, I understand getting Trevor Lawrence, but the rush to play him, I can make a case that maybe Gardner Minshew could probably start because you look at his numbers, he can fling the rock. But both Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew are both in the same boat in this case, in this regards, because new offense for both of them. New coaching scene, new everything to both of them. And so if there's no separation between Gardner and Trevor in the preseason, and they're both kind of in the same situation and learning something new, you got to go with Trevor. I mean, you get him 1 overall.
My thing is this, and I think I said it before. When you have those kind of situations with 2 quarterbacks, and if one happened to be the veteran over the rookie, I think you want that veteran to be able to contribute to that rookie. So, in this case, I don't think it's much that Gardner Minshew can contribute to Trevor. Can he teach him something? Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can teach him a whole lot where Lawrence is starting him over Trevor.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's the same with Zach Wilson.
No, Zach Wilson gonna start regardless because ain't nobody else worthy to start.
And really, to me,
in New York.
And to me, even with am I smoking weed? Nigga, what's that nigga name?
Did you catch my contact?
That's what I'm saying.
Which team?
Chicago.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, even with Justin Fields, to a certain degree, I think Andy Dalton don't have a high ceiling when it comes to teaching Justin Fields. Now, I think he has more than Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a big of a gap to say, hey, I got to start Andy over Justin Fields. I think what Andy has the more advantage is maybe the experience, because he played a lot longer. So he does have that experience, playing more games, been a starter quarterback longer, that kind of thing. But it's not that big of a gap to me where I have to say, you're the true starter.
You're the clear-cut number one.
Yeah, clear-cut number 1, right.
In that situation, because, I've said it before multiple times, you go get Justin Fields, trade up for him. You're on the hot seat, both the coach and the GM, to finally get the QB position right. I mean, they just been having the Bears are in a total different situation because they have flopped over and over and over again to solidify the most important position. Trubisky didn't work.
Right.
It just didn't. So you get rid of him. So now that you go up and go get Justin Fields, if you can't succeed with him, then maybe it's the coach. But I know Andy Dalton feels like he should be number 1. Come on, guy. I need somebody to have this man and sit him down, have an intervention with him, have a heart-to-heart with the man, and just let him know, like, bro, you know how people come up to you and put their hand on your shoulder. You know what, buddy? It was a great run, but you're gonna have to ride the pine.
Right.
I mean, to me, in that situation, I don't see why you would start Andy Dalton over Justin Fields, especially knowing that you are on the hot seat. You need to finally hit the home run at the QB position.
I agree with that. Now, I will say with that situation, I can see it going either way. And man, I think, let me say this.
Dog, if they put Andy in, they is not serious about keeping their job.
I think I heard Max Kellerman's take on it. I think it wasn't a bad take, and I'm paraphrasing because I remember exactly verbatim what he said. But so many words, he was saying starting Andy Dalton over Justin Fields is more beneficial for the franchise as a whole than it is for the team for the short run. And I think more along his point, he was saying Justin Fields still got a few little things he needs to tweak,
of course,
and work.
Of course.
So you see, with him in there or with Andy Dalton there, it's not gonna be that big of a win differential.
You still think they win the same amount of games?
I mean, it may be 2 or 3 on either side, but it's not gonna be where if you put Justin Fields in, he gonna win 11 and Andy Dalton gonna win 5. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It may be like 2 or 3 differential. So if you look at it from that standpoint, put Andy Dalton in, let him take all the bumps and bruises from, building you a better line, all that stuff. Use him as a tackling dummy, basically. Let him just get, all the bumps and bruises because he's a short-term fix anyway.
So this
is more Matt Kettleman's argument.
Okay.
But I'm just kind of putting it out there. I can see both sides.
Now let me ask you this: Do you see a situation where maybe Andy does start week 1 and you maybe put Justin Fields in week 6, week 7?
See, the only problem with that, yes, but if you do that, keep him in. Don't do the Tua situation.
Okay.
If you're gonna do that, keep him in there.
Just
ride with him. You decided, all right, we pulling him because he just stinking up the joint. You put Justin in and you stay with him.
Now I'll say this. That's one thing I'm worried about because Matt Nagy last year started with Trubisky and they actually went 3-0. Maybe the offense was stagnant, wasn't really necessarily moving the ball well, wasn't necessarily putting up points. So he pulled him, put Nick Foles in, and then that didn't work. Then he went back to Mitch. Right. So it's like he's already shown that he can't stick with a guy and ride with him. So if he puts in Justin Fields, I'm with you 100% on this because that does Justin Fields no justice in growth.
Right.
It I'm not gonna say it it's gonna stop his growth, but it does put a pause on things.
Right.
Because that's something that he has to mentally deal with. Probably a situation he's never had to deal with before. You know what I'm saying? And at this point in time in his career, maybe that's not something you necessarily want.
Jay said pause.
Pause. What up, Jay?
What up, Jay?
But back to Trevor Lawrence. He has to start. But I have a gut feeling about his situation that, man, he's going to get beat up.
Yeah.
He's going to get beat up. When I was watching that game Monday, I appreciate him being mobile, wanting to get the first down, but it was a preseason game. I don't need you taking hits like that
right
in a preseason game.
I agree.
Like you better learn how to slide quick, or just you gotta know when to hold them.
Right.
Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Run out of bounds. You need to figure that out ASAP.
Mel said play him.
What, Justin Fields or Trevor?
I'm assuming he's saying Justin Fields. You talking about Justin Fields, Mel?
I say play Justin Fields.
Right. Like I say, I can see the argument for both.
No, I really can too. But in this day and age in the NFL, when it's everything, every franchise wants it instant.
Right.
They want it now. You know what I'm saying? if you're not going to win the Super Bowl, we at least got to be competitive.
Right.
You know, and then if I know that we're competitive, we got something we can start adding to it, make certain transactions. Then we go from being competitive to being a playoff team.
Right.
And then, we're right there. We're right there. A couple of pieces.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've gone from competitive to being in the playoffs. We know what it feels like. We learned from it. Now let's go get the Super Bowl. Let's keep adding. Let's keep getting better. So, never stay satisfied. If they rocking like that.
Jay said, Lamar said, stick with the guy and ride him. Pause.
Jay, don't come on our show with that nonsense, man. Foolishness. I already got enough food to deal with over here. Yeah, you don't look the other way. Ain't nobody else in here. Talking about yo.
What are you talking about?
But I mean, you got to play with the guy that's going to give you the best chance to win. And that's why I say you start with Justin. But
Jay said pause. I said play, no foul.
No blood, no foul.
That was Mel.
But with Trevor Lawrence, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him.
Oh, man, Trevor Lawrence going to get beat down.
He's going to get beat down. Now,
but in his case,
it's going to test his durability this year.
In his case, I don't. His case and Chicago case is totally different.
Yeah, yes, they are. Totally
different. I would have to start him. I have to. I think he gets
his durability is about to get tested.
Everything about to get tested.
Everything.
His mental.
And
Jay said Jags going 2-15.
Oh, Jags are going to be terrible. They just got too many. We've said it many times. They got too many issues that they got to fix.
Yeah,
and you can't fix them all at one time.
Right.
And I don't know what's going on with the general manager situation and why they haven't been able to, get the right coaching or get the right pieces. But I still think they still have a flaw with their offensive situation. The offense they was running.
And I agree with that too, Jay. Jay said it doesn't matter who's back there. And that's why I said just go ahead to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So let me ask this though. What's the litmus test of Urban Meyer being a success or not? And how long does that go for? Is it a 3-year window, 4-year window, 2-year window?
On some real shit.
Because this year don't matter who's in there, they're gonna stink up the place.
They're gonna stink up the place.
I don't care what coach you have. Because they got too many holes they need to fill.
If he's not competitive after the 3rd year, I say, what are we doing?
Okay.
Because you can't waste Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
If he's getting the snot kicked out of him year one, because year one is no doubt.
Yeah.
He's getting the snot kicked out of him.
3 years, Jay said 3 years above 500. Okay.
Year 2, if he's continuing to get this shit kicked out of him and he's still not winning, you should already start hearing grumblings.
Okay.
Year 3, he's still getting his shit kicked out of him and they still ain't winning. Urban probably won't even make it through the year. Now,
you saying winning, Jay saying above 500, but above 500 not exactly winning.
Well, if they're, I'm saying
it's an approval. It's an approval for probably 2-15. Yeah,
it's an improvement for the Jags, of course. 500 is always an improvement for them. So I'm with Jay. If they're sitting 500, I could rock with. Okay, so John Gruden in his case went 4-12 first year he got back, then went 7-9,
right,
and then they went 8-8. I mean, yes, it's gradually improving, but
it's too slow. But see, okay, that's it. I think Gruden is different because Gruden comes with a pedigree. So-called pedigree. Let's say that.
I was about to say.
Let's say that.
Because let's be honest about that.
I'm just saying.
Let's be honest about that.
He comes with a moniker. He comes with a moniker. He comes with a tag. He comes with all this other stuff.
I got you.
I am the quarterback guru.
Because let's be 100% about Gruden. This motherfucker inherited a Super Bowl winning team that was built up by another coach in Tony Dungy.
That's true.
Came in and won his Super Bowl year 1. But after that,
they went to the Raiders and snuck it up.
But after that Super Bowl win in 2002 with the Bucs, his teams was below 500. One winning, because then all those players that helped you win the Super Bowl that was on that team either starting retiring, went to other teams.
Right.
They couldn't afford them no more. And that roster was not the same, and they weren't nowhere close as successful as that Super Bowl team.
Right.
So with Urban Meyer, he does come with a certain pedigree because he's won a lot in college.
But can you really bring that over from college to the pro? Because it's a whole different level.
And I get what you're saying. Because Nick Saban's an outlier. He didn't have the greatest of teams in Miami those 3-4 years that he was there.
Right.
But they were competitive.
Right.
And he was slowly building. He just, was offered a better position with higher pay to go and be in Alabama. Of course you take that. So, and have all the power in Alabama, pretty much.
Right. So,
but Urban Meyer, he has to show that he's building a competitive team, but I'm worried about that offense. That offense looks dead. It looks slow. It looks uncompetitive. It was boring to watch them on that Monday night game. And I know it's preseason, but preseason should be the time that you should have an idea of what exactly are you going to be. It doesn't help that Travis Etienne is going to be out for the rest of the season.
Right.
That doesn't help.
That doesn't help at all.
But you got to have some kind of, show something of what you're going to be. I was looking at that game. I'm like, oh, Jags is going to be ass again.
All right. Melvin says, start Trevor, start Zach, play AD. What up, dog? Kofi Weeson. As long as they are winning games and start Field after the season is lost, sit Lance the entire year, give Urban his entire contract to build something. I agree with all that. That's basically what I've been saying.
Yes, you give him time. I believe you do give him time.
Well, except for the Urban Meyer thing, I ain't really said that about.
But I'm saying you do give Urban Meyer time. But if he's not showing improvement, the players are not buying in.
I can't show no love. Ohio State. Nigga.
But if Trevor Lawrence is getting the shit kicked out of him, and you're wasting 2.5, almost 3 years of his career that you can possibly be building a team around him, and he's literally getting the shit kicked out of him, that does the franchise no good. It does Trevor no good.
Right.
It does nobody no justice.
Right.
So at year 3, and they not, hitting certain win totals and not showing improvement in the win column.
Right.
You gotta at least talk about it.
Right.
You gotta have the conversation.
I agree. Now I agree with Melvin said start Trevor. I totally agree with that. Start Zach.
Yes, you start Zach.
You ain't got no choice.
You ain't got no choice.
The Justin Fields thing, like I said, I can see either way.
He said AD.
Oh, he said AD too. Yeah, I forgot about AD.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, no, Andy Dalton.
Wow.
But
so Mel, real quick, break that down. Why would you start Andy Dalton over Justin? Just curious.
I was gonna go back to that, but go ahead.
No, I'm
no, yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I was gonna go back to that comment, but go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I just wanted to ask Mel.
Jay said they would have to top starts with continued top draft picks. Yeah, I mean top stars. Yeah, that's true. I think you're talking about Jaguars. That's true.
They do have the luxury of a lot of draft picks.
They don't they'll have a losing year this year, so they pick again early. But I'm gonna go back to what Mel said. The AD thing, like I said, I can see that on both sides of the ball. I like Max Kellerman's take on it, and then I like what you were saying about it. I think with Trey Lance, I say that too. Let him
Trey Lance can sit,
because you can argue back and forth how good Jimmy G is. However,
the question isn't Jimmy G if he's good; it's his durability.
I'm just saying, as far as my argument is always who are they sitting underneath?
Yeah,
and I think he can learn something from him besides how to get injured. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's gonna get injured.
He's gonna get injured, so he's gonna get his opportunity anyway. But at the same time, I think he's in a good situation. And he showed flashes of greatness that he can be good. Yeah. So I think him sitting a year would really be beneficial to him.
Yeah. Because we've gone on the show and said many times we both feel like this is literally like a Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes type situation.
Right.
He knows he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G knows he's there.
Right.
He knows he's in the building.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that eventually this will be his job. He knows this. But Jimmy needs to play well. Jimmy does play well when he's in the lineup. Jimmy needs to stay healthy. Jimmy needs to show he is durable.
Right. And that's what Jay was saying.
He's had problems staying healthy in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Those times that Tom Brady had the deflate gates suspension and Jimmy started 2 games, he got hurt then.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G needs to stay healthy. So his situation is, we know that he can play. San Francisco does win when he's in the lineup, but he needs to stay healthy.
Okay. Jay said Dalton gives you the best chance to win now, but not long term. Jimmy G is a winner, but he's frail. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
I feel.
Go ahead.
I don't know if Andy Dalton gives you the best chance to win right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the pocket collapsed, can Andy Dalton, avoid a sack? Can Andy Dalton actually stop throwing interceptions? Some of his interceptions are just
it's in his blood.
Stupid.
It's in his blood.
Like I'm just like, I hate to say it, but Andy Dalton is literally the situation you have when you have great talent around you, and when you don't, then the true motherfucker shows up. Because Trent Green must have been making him look damn good for a long ass time.
All right. Mel said the Bears are a team that was a quarterback away from being a playoff team. If I'm a vet, don't train a rookie on my way if we can win games. Fields can wait his turn. If AD comes out there and stinks the joint up, then bring the kid in. Jay says he could put three in a row.
3 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be the only 3 he win.
That's fair. But I'll say this to Mel's comment.
Mel said don't train the rookie on his watch. Okay.
I get what you're saying, Mel, but it's not like the Bears, they were just in the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years with Mr. Trubisky.
Right.
So they are a playoff built team. And that's why I say that's why you start Justin Fields, because you get him with a team that's going to battle. You're with a team that's going to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So just alone with the fact that Chicago Bear defense, you're already in the game.
Oh, yeah.
You're already in the game.
No doubt.
So if you just, if Justin does enough, doesn't turn the ball over, and makes the right reads, the plays will come.
Right.
And then you give him the chance. His mobility is compared to Andy is night and day. That's a fact. We know this. Yeah. So if he can avoid some sacks, avoid some interceptions,
Andy Dalton frozen molasses stuck in cement.
I'm just saying I'm saying you start Justin Fields because he can make certain plays happen that I don't think Andy can.
Right.
Justin Fields, you've been seeing it all preseason. He's literally standing in there and he's looking to pass first before he runs.
Mm-hmm.
And those scrambles he's having, you see, the line is falling down, like breaking apart. So that's why I feel that's why you get Justin Fields in there. Let him learn. Let him learn the ways of playing an NFL game on a playoff team.
Okay, Melvin and Jay make 2 good points.
Yeah, go ahead.
Melvin said, "Sit that rookie down." We don't need rookie mistakes from the quarterback position with a team built around defense and running.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's a fair point.
Jay says Justin Fields can lose game trying to be the hero.
I can see that.
He has to learn how to be a quarterback before being an athlete. And I think that's an issue you have with a lot of running quarterbacks.
Hey, both of you guys bring up Mel and Jay. Solid points right there. For real. I can't even debate that.
And that's why I said
you said them.
I didn't mess up.
Kofi.
Kofi say,
what's up, Kofi? Shout out to Dirty Hills. Y'all can check them out on the podcast every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. the I.O.W network, their Dirty Hills podcast. It's a wrestling podcast if you are into wrestling. And definitely go check out their YouTube page. Go help their algorithm. Subscribe there too.
Right. But he's saying this whole time I was listening, I didn't know what y'all was talking about. Oh, football. I didn't watch it all.
You was high, man.
You're high watching wrestling.
We just had a big weekend in wrestling last week.
I saw that too. I saw that.
I mean, you talking about CM Punk made his return after 7 years in the AEW. I mean, I had my surround sound on, and you could just hear the crowd going stupid bananas. Then Saturday, of course, we had SummerSlam. We had 2 big returns for WWE. Becky Lynch came back after having birth of her daughter. She came back, and then Brock Lesnar, he came back. So we had a couple of great weekend of wrestling. So you're a wrestling head. You was probably geeked up just like I was. So, but anyway, back to what you were talking about.
But yeah, Jay, give a shout out to Becky too. Is that Becky with the good hair?
No, I don't fuck with Becky Lynch. I know some people rock with her. I don't rock with Becky.
Come on, man.
Nah, anyway.
Because she got a good hair?
No. Okay. No.
Kobe said back to football, nigga.
Yeah. But no, I'm with Mel. You definitely start Trevor. You definitely start Zach Wilson. I can see both points on Justin Fields. I would start him. What about New England situation?
Cam gonna fuck that up. Well, he is messing it up.
Well, no, he
gonna mess it up and is messing it up.
He went to go seek treatment, and then he has to sit out for 5 days because of some kind of protocol mishap.
I'm saying, here's my thing.
But I'm saying those last 5 days, Mac Jones has been getting the reps with all the number ones.
That's my point.
So that gives him more time. But I don't think that was necessarily Cam's fault, though.
Did he get the shot?
I don't know.
He didn't. That's his fault. It's his fault. It's like, Jay said Cam job to lose. Here's my thing, and this is not a debate whether to get the shot or not. This is more on the lines of, if you make a decision, then you are, bound by the consequences of that decision.
Okay.
So you decide not to get the shot. You know that, people without the shot have more highly chance of catching COVID. And you know what the protocols was or what they said.
They're more
stricter this year.
Especially for the unvaccinated.
For unvaccinated.
Yeah.
So you decide not to get the shot. And on top of that, that your job is possibly in jeopardy based on your last year play, plus they brought this rookie in that everybody's highly praised.
That's fair.
You know that.
That's fair.
Right? So you in this protocol, you just don't open up the door even wider for Mac Jones to take your job.
Yeah. It leaves the door open. It does.
And he's been playing well. Granted, yeah, we know it's preseason, but now he's gonna get a chance to get more reps with the number ones.
And I feel you.
And if he looks good doing that, Belichick might say, hey, because he's more of the prototype that Belichick wants. That's New England style of football.
Well, I don't necessarily that Belichick wants. Mac Jones fits the prototype of Josh McDaniels' offense that he runs.
I go that.
I mean, you want to say that I don't want to say he's something like Brady, but
he's more of the Brady type than Cam is.
And now I agree with you, NJ, that this is Cam's jobs to lose. And Belichick has already said that it is Cam's job to lose, but that's what he says. We'll see come towards, September 12th, who's actually starting, and we'll get the final answer on that. But, honestly, you can make a case for both of them to start. Okay. I can make a case for Cam to start because he, you know how I feel about Cam, but he did play well in that week in that preseason week too.
Can't play if he ain't there.
Can't play if you're not there.
That's all I'm saying.
And he hands down, and I swear, because we talked about Cam last Thursday, and Mel is like, "Oh, just wait." So Mel got me on that. He reminded me though.
Said, wait, Cam gonna do something?
He was like, yeah, Cam had a good game.
Cam had a good game. Oh yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, Cam had a good game. Yeah. So,
right.
He made sure I heard it. But
every dog has his day.
Yeah, it happens.
Every dog has his day. That's all I'm saying. But Kofi said Cam looks homeless. I don't watch football, but he sucks.
I don't like the candle wicks, but whatever. If that's what he wants to do, whatever. But you can also make a case for Mac Jones. Right. Mac Jones hasn't looked terrible.
He hasn't.
He hasn't looked like trash. Can he improve on some things? Of course. He's a rookie.
Right.
But why not? So how much longer does Belichick have longer coaching in New England?
Yeah.
Because and I'm not saying he'll get fired. I'm saying he
might retire.
He'll be the coach that can retire. I've done enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he wants to probably
wait for Brady.
But here, I wouldn't be surprised he wants to probably sneak 1 or 2 more Super Bowls in before he walks out. And you already know that your future is with Mac Jones. Why delay it? So I can make a case on that end. To me, it could go either way on in that situation. And I wouldn't be upset with whatever, of course I don't care for the Patriots anyway. So, they could put damn Jarrett Stidham in them and that will make me happy. So I don't, I could care less who they eventually put in, but I could make a case for both Cam or Mac to get the start out on that. All
right. Melvin says, this nigga like Agatha Christie of the comments. Damn. He says the Patriots team with 4 good running backs, 2 good tight ends. A good defense was built to pound the ball, control the clock, and not rely on the QB to put the team on his shoulder. So either quarterback will do.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is only in the discussion because it's Boston. He's not performing that well. Okay, let me say this. He is doing good enough to win a starting job.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said before when we talked about this, I watched the intangibles.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a rookie, so I always give him Kofi we said pause, pound the ball. But
big pause.
Right. But I watched the intangibles. He looked poised. His ball pause while you saying his ball placement looked great.
You can't say football placement.
His football placement looked great. You gotta say that.
If you want to pause. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Some of his throws, I watch how how the ball is being placed. It looks good.
Yeah.
So I think that he's not good enough. I think he's good enough to start on that team. And that's all that really matters, though, Melvin. That's all that really matters is that he's good enough to start on that team. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks you can take out of certain systems and will be garbage outside. That's it. Tom Brady, we thought that until he got the Tampa Bay. But anyway, they start playing Tom Brady's system, though.
Of course they did.
So I'm saying, so can we argue
that risk it, no biscuit wasn't working in some of the first few games.
When they start playing his type of football, he started winning.
No, Tom said something. He was like, "Hey, man, I don't like these interceptions, and you got me throwing all these, these certain passes I don't like. And you leave me up to interceptions."
He says, "Belichick value wins. Jones is 0 for 0." That's true.
That's fair.
That's fair. But like I said, Cam gonna mess it up, so it ain't gonna matter anyway. It gonna matter anyway.
Look, if Cam can just recreate like he did in that preseason week 2,
man, he don't mess around and catch COVID.
I'm just saying he was putting the football in places that only the wide receiver was getting it.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't skipping on the out routes. He wasn't skipping on the slant routes.
I mean, he looked good that game.
He looked damn good.
He looked good
if he recreates that and finds a way to always stay available, because now this is his second COVID situation. Mm-hmm. He missed the game last year,
right?
Missed the Kansas City game, and then he, you already in preseason, missing practice because of some COVID protocol situation. Let's not make that a trend. If he's making that a trend, he won't be available, and if he's not available, Belichick will cut you.
Right.
Period.
Melvin said, if Cam don't win games, then put the kid in. All right.
I can make a case for both. If Cam starts, I would, like I said, it's the Patriots. I give 2 shits about him. But, do it. I think, with the revamped roster that Belichick has, and I'm telling you, I don't have no facts or no reports or anything, but as a man, I have a feeling that man is wanting to prove that it wasn't just Brady, because Brady just put up another title without him. I'm telling you, as a man, I can feel the ego in him boiling at all.
I mean, they traded at all time high. Trade Sony Michel.
Yeah, but Sony Michel been having injury issues.
I'm just saying. So, they got rid of him. They got some draft picks for him, I think. If I remember.
Nothing high. Yeah, you ain't getting no first or second round.
Well, Belichick don't pick well anyway, so he let somebody else do the picking for him. His dog did better last year.
No, they make some good draft picks. They just don't have certain picks that last long, because they did draft Dante High. For some reason, all the Alabama people that he keeps picking are the only ones to stick around, because him and Saban are homies. So
that's what it is.
I think that's what it is. So, I mean, look, maybe Mac Jones might be the only Alabama quarterback that was worth a damn since Joe Namath. Who knows? So that's what I'm saying. You can make that case of
John Unitas.
He went to Bama?
I think he went to Bama too.
Oh, we had to read. Somebody look that up and drop in the comments on that. But you can make a case for either one. You really can.
Was Unitas or Bart Starr? One of them went to Alabama.
But I know for sure, I think we're all in agreement. Trey Lance sits.
Yeah.
Trey Lance sits. Because I think he sits. I think he should.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay. I just want to get it out the way. But since we've been on the quarterback talk, we're gonna try to squeeze this in for the last 15 minutes. If not, we'll continue it on hour 2. So go get the I.O.W. network app in your respective app stores, and then you can definitely call in.
Nigga Kofi said draft. I thought the NFL just picked cats off the streets of Florida.
No, Robert Kraft just likes going to certain bodegas in the place of Florida.
He like going to
getting at Deshaun Watson.
He like getting at Deshaun. Oh yes, I heard Deshaun got that special. The rubbing tub.
Yeah, Bob Kraft. Yeah,
Bob Kraft.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Damn, we're like, damn, man, how many times Bob Kraft been here?
You know what I'm saying? He said she gonna tell my shit from the back. I'm trying to see what that feel
like. hey, you've been there 2 months. All the whole staff know who you is.
Mr. Kraft.
Hey, what's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob? Robert.
Bobby K, what's up? You got the real one. He tight with Bobby K.
You still got your stained towel, nigga. You hung it up on the wall. It's your first one. You know that, so how people put their first dollar. You put your first nut on the wall.
Nut of fame.
Nut of fame. That's Robert's right there. He has small nuts, so no, it's not that big of a stain.
Yeah, not that much of a splatter. Yeah. We got Mr. Marcus over there.
Right.
Here's a pea stain. You know who that is.
Right.
Yeah, Robert.
You know that. We had to wait for the school bus to bring his in. He only shows up after 5, It's when school let out.
Oh, bro. Yo, we have gone way deep.
But go ahead, what you gonna say?
Yeah. So Bleacher Report came out with the quarterback rankings since we've been on the topic of quarterback rankings. Of course, no surprise, 32, Tyrod Taylor, Houston Texans. I mean, that situation is a rough situation
for anybody.
I mean, they went 4-12 with a litigated Deshaun Watson last year.
Right.
So, you lose, he probably not playing. There's no DeAndre Hopkins, of course. Right. There's no J.J. Watt. The heart and soul of that team is gone. And then, of course, Deshaun Watson probably won't even play this year. So, Tyrod Taylor's situation is one of the worst of the worst. So, I'm not expecting.
He deserves 32.
Look, he deserves that spot 32, but I just hope that he's able to finish the year, because it's going to be a rough year for our guy Tyrod Taylor. 31, they got Philadelphia Eagles QB Jalen Hurts. I mean, Philly's trash.
He said, let's talk about how Detroit still hold on to that team. Hey, you gotta hold on, man. You gotta hold on for hope, bro. Hold on for hope.
Hold on for hope.
Hold on for hope.
Yeah.
Who else gonna take them? Might as well stay there. Who else gonna take them?
They are who we thought they are.
And go move them to Windsor.
No, I don't know where you gonna move. But Jalen Hurts at Philadelphia Eagles, they got him ranked 31. Makes sense. I mean, the Eagles look terrible. Yeah. I don't, like I said, the biggest collapse in the last 5 years.
Like I said, South Dakota. They got good quarterbacks there.
You got a team that just won the Super Bowl 3-4 years ago, and all of a sudden they can't even sniff the playoffs anymore. So,
right.
The coach is gone. Both quarterbacks that helped you get to that point to win the Super Bowl are gone. I think they have him ranked here because that situation is not any good for any quarterback.
And you don't have a good enough sample size for him either. So
no, that's true.
So yeah,
that's true.
I can see him being 30. Was he 31, right?
Yeah, he's 31. So that makes sense. They got Zach Wilson, number 30 for the New York Jets. It makes sense. Another terrible team.
Right.
This is going to be his learning year.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be
right.
Is he going to show some great flashes of great throws? Yes. Is he going to make some mistakes? Hell yes. Is his durability going to be tested? Hell yes. Is his mental stability going to be tested? Hell yes. So this is the, what you're made of kid year.
Right.
Same with Trevor Lawrence. Same situation.
Maybe next.
Yeah, he got to be next too.
I know, Drew.
We didn't even talk about. So Teddy Bridgewater got the nod to be the QB number 1.
He deserved it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, shoot.
He's gonna look.
Drew Lock was not doing anything. He should have stayed a 5th year in Missouri.
Should have redshirted.
Redshirted him.
Look, it's not that Drew Lock don't have the tools. To me, it's his mental capacity.
Okay.
Can he not try to think he can make every throw and sometimes take the right throw, not just try to make the flash throw.
Right.
If he can cut back on that, I honestly think Drew Lock can be a great quarterback in the NFL.
So maybe this Bridgewater situation may be good for him
to sit. Yes.
That's it. See what work on his issues.
Yeah. Because I mean it's the NFL. You can't be giving possessions away. You got a Super Bowl caliber defense.
That's true.
Maybe not Super Bowl caliber, but at least playoff caliber defense for sure. Maybe a Super Bowl appearance defense. I don't know, maybe winning a Super Bowl defense, but definitely that can take you deep in the playoff run type of defense.
Right.
You just got to make sure you just can't be giving the ball to the opposite team. And Teddy Bridgewater doesn't do that a lot.
Right.
So yes, he gets a nod. They are at 29 because you don't know what you're going to get from the Denver offense. You know what you're going to get with their defense is what do you get offensive wise. So, that's fair to keep him at 29. Here's an interesting one. They got Tua at 28, Miami Dolphins.
Okay. I don't where else you going to put him?
I mean, you're not going to put him in top 15.
You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been proven yet either. I think he looked better this year in preseason, but he's not proven enough to me to put him high.
That's fair. I mean, look, he was on the 10-win team last year, and maybe that defense and the rest of the Miami Dolphins can only do so much. I mean, because we saw what the issue was last year.
Mm-hmm.
The offense wasn't scoring enough, wasn't getting enough, football movement from the offense. So it makes sense to put him at 28. So I'm not really going to knock it. I just thought it was interesting because, he's on a just missed a playoff team.
Right.
Just missed the playoffs last year. And, you add a couple of pieces, you get Waddle, you add a couple more pieces on defense in the draft.
They look the defense look good.
Yeah.
And like I said, he looked better. And I saw him a couple playoff games I saw him, and he looks better. So maybe, he may improve and get better this year.
Yeah. I mean, because he showed some flashes last year, made a couple of good throws, made some couple silly mistakes as well.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. 27, Sam Darnold with the Carolina Panthers. That was your sleeper team you kind of predicted the other day. You said it might be a wild card team.
I think it might be a wild card team.
Really?
Yeah.
It's starting with Sam, huh?
Start with Sam. Sam I am.
Sam I am. Green eggs and ham.
Right. I think they're gonna do better than what people think they're gonna do. Put it that way. I think Sam was just in a bad situation. And I think this might be better for him, better situation, got a better defense around him, better organization. I think he's going to be better than what he was last year.
I mean, look, if Teddy Bridgewater could win 7, I think they won 7-9 last year.
Something like that.
With Teddy Bridgewater.
Right.
And pretty much no Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
I mean, Sam Darnold could pull 7.
Sam going to win 9.
But I'm saying floor 7.
Yeah, floor 7.
You know, anything below that, I'm like, oh,
come on,
what's
man.
going on?
Make me look bad, Sam.
So I mean, you know, floor 7. Yeah, I say ceiling. He might be able to squeeze 10.
Okay,
possibly.
All
right. You know, of course, if Christian McCaffrey can find a way to stay healthy this year,
yeah, man, it's like what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great weapon when he's on the field, but
right.
You know, that's what happens when you were, you know, responsible for majority of your offense. So,
run you to death.
But you know, DJ Moore's been showing that he can play on wide receiver. They do lose Curtis Samuel. I think that's not a big loss, but a you know, sizable loss to their offense.
Right.
You still got Robbie Anderson, who already has a working relationship with Sam. So
right.
That
professional relationship.
Working. That's what I said. Working.
Okay, so I'll make sure.
Professional football.
Okay. I don't know what he's working. I'll make sure.
You gutter snipe. You's a gutter snipe for real. Yeah, he is. So, you know, look, I think it could work. And you know, you got some great offensive minds around here. Matt Rule's a good offensive mind.
Right.
Joe Brady is a good offensive mind. You know, he was down in, with the Saints around Sean Payton, but he was on that national championship team with LSU a couple of years ago. So he's a great mind. You got 26. You got
men say they are the 3rd best team in the NFL. Okay, you gotta clarify. And the NFC. You talking about Carolina?
Yeah, let's clarify that.
Are you talking about Carolina?
So 26, you got Jimmy G with the San Francisco 49ers. I'd have made him a little higher than that. I probably would have put him higher.
Yeah. I wonder why I got my 26. It's kind of
if they're talking about the durability issues,
then he cool right there.
I'm cool right there. Yeah. But you know, if they're talking about like his actual, you know, record, as in being healthy, I can't rock with that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of low for Jimmy G. You know, I'm not a big Jimmy G fan, but I think that's kind of low.
Yeah.
Who next?
That was 25.
Andy Dalton. Like him and Andy Dalton should have been further back. Shoot, how is he 25 over Jimmy G?
I would have put, I would definitely named Andy Dalton before.
Maybe because Jimmy only played 2 games last year.
And that might be the case.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I can see.
He's been able to stay healthy.
Right.
So I guess
healthy and garbage is better than unhealthy and good and decent. I guess that's how they look at it.
Healthy and garbage is better than being unavailable.
Right.
We'll take it. Give me Andy Dalton.
Cam Newton 24.
So 24, Cam Newton, New England. I probably would have put Cam higher.
Maybe they based it on last year also.
Hey, if they're doing that, I mean, you still Patriots won 7-9 last year. You know, they still had a little chance to possibly make a playoff run, but you know, they were too deep in the hole to dig out to make it to the playoffs. But I don't know. I you know how I feel about Cam. I think this might be a slight on him on this one to go 24.
I think that's something that's on last year. It's got to be.
Like, are there 18 other quarterbacks better than him?
Let's see. Slide on down. Let's see what we get.
So 23, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Washington.
I like him right there.
Over Cam, though? I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm saying I just like him right there.
Okay.
Period.
Fitzpatrick, okay.
I like him right there, period. He good.
He's a journeyman. He's
because he's a decent quarterback.
Serviceable,
decent quarterback. You know, I think, you know, anything above 20 is too much. And anything below 26 is too low.
Okay.
So I think 23, 24 is his sweet spot.
That's fair. Because sometimes you don't know what Andy Dalton you're going to get.
Right.
I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick you're going to get.
Yeah, Andy Dalton. Well, you know he's going to get. He's going to suck.
Because I mean, Ryan can make some magic, Fitz magic. But on the flip side, he's been on 9 teams.
Right.
So Trevor Lawrence, 22.
He could have been lower. Why he not lower? Why he so high?
Because he's number 1 overall pick.
Still,
it definitely is based off potential.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play.
I feel you.
I mean, he should be down there with Wilson.
Was that? He should have been around 30, 29.
He should be around there with Zach to me because it's like, okay, you haven't seen him play.
And it's the same situation.
Really. I mean,
both sucky ass teams.
Right.
Both gonna get the
that just shows the bias they have.
Yeah, there's a little bias. I'm pretty sure there is.
There's bias.
So Trevor Lawrence at 22, Jameis Winston 21 with the Saints. Now I'm not big on Jameis. I never been, but he's the best that New Orleans got.
Yeah, he's their best option.
Best option. So I actually don't mind him right here at 21. I don't mind him at all right there. I don't think that's a bad spot for him at Jameis. But I will say this: him and that wide receiver from Tennessee that they got, the rookie that was wearing number 1. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
They hooked up for those 2 touchdowns. Looked pretty damn good.
He looked good on Monday night.
No, he did.
He looked good. I mean, so 21, I give him that. I give him 21 with room for improvement because we got to see what he does.
I'll say this: if he can give me 30 touchdowns
without the 30 interceptions,
right? If he just cuts that in half,
he's straight.
He's good.
We move him up to 18. Then.
Yeah, then we'll move him up. But you at 21, 20, Daniel Jones with the Giants. A lot of question marks. I would have put him closer to Tua.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think they had Tua, 28, 27? I would put Daniel Jones right next.
He should have been down that way. I don't know why he's so high.
Yeah, I'm confused on that one.
It must be newer writers. For real.
So, look, I know he's had some injuries around him. Lose Saquon Barkley. You never necessarily had a deep wide receiving core.
Right.
A Melvin Ingram, who's a tight end, who's always been projected to do well, but can't stay healthy. Luckily, you got actually decent defense. So, I guess I don't know.
I don't understand that one.
I still would have put you towards
he been 25th.
Yeah,
something around there.
Because if you're saying only 19 other quarterbacks are better than you, well, I got to see the names on this.
Right.
So 19 got Jared Goff for the Detroit Lions.
I'd put him at 21.
That's fair.
I mean, the reports I've been listening to and reading, he hasn't been looking good. He hasn't been looking good at all.
He might be going through that mental fight.
We need to shake it off.
I'm just saying.
He needs to shake it off.
5 years ago, he was a number 1 overall pick.
Right.
And then you get traded.
He looking like Joey Harrington.
I mean, you got your Super Bowl appearance, and maybe you thought you was gonna be back.
Right.
And now you in Detroit.
Now you in Detroit.
Yeah.
On a rebuild.
But look, we have reached that hour, that time of the hour.
Right.
We're gonna put a pin on this Bleacher Report top 32 rankings of their quarterback going into season 2021. And join us for hour number 2 on the I.O.W. Network app. So go down to your respective app stores, download the I.O.W. Network app, and come chop it up with us on the network app.
Call in.
What's the WhatsApp?
WhatsApp is 919-593-2727. It's also scrolling at the bottom of your screen. 919-593. 2727.
Yeah, and that's the WhatsApp.
And if you don't want to download the app, you can go to Stream Meter and type in I.O.W. network.
Yeah.
You can also listen to the second half of the show from there.
Yeah. So go ahead and do that, y'all. We about to check out on the app. We going over there right now to start hour number 2. Until then, we will see you guys Monday for episode 82. God willing.
Peace.
No, man, all bitches are the same, just like my hoes, I keep them broke. Wake up one morning with some money, they're subject to go crazy.